My name is Tom. My world is fire and blood. And I am searching for a righteous cause. Welcome to the Fury Road. Everybody give a warm round of applause for our awesome intro, thanks to Dom himself here. Let's get on with this review. No, this is not a Gears of War review, it is Mad Max Fury Road, and this movie is the fourth movie in the series that started back in 1979, created by George Miller. Dr. George Miller himself, and boy does he create just awesome imagery. Now, back when this movie was released in May, I heard nothing but fantastic things about it. I never got around to seeing it, but a couple days before I watched Fury Road last week, I looked at IMDb and saw many user reviews complaining that this movie is overrated and not very good. And after finally viewing it for myself, I gotta say that this movie is fantastic. I loved it a lot. But I can see why some people may not have enjoyed it at all, such as the over-stylized violence, the weaker story, and an unusual way that shots were filmed. But all those things combined, I loved. It's such a unique film, and I'm sure it'll become very iconic. I didn't feel the story was weak at all. There were some plot points and character arcs that I could have done without, but those are just minor gripes. If I were to search for negatives in this movie, I'd just be nitpicking because it's such a great film. So basically this movie is about a woman rebelling against an evil tyrant with the help of some female prisoners, a psychotic worshipper, and a drifter named Max in hopes of reaching her homeland. So yes, this sounds like a basic story, but there's so much that happens in this movie for it only being like one long action scene that it just does not make for a dull movie at all. Because the action scenes are so drawn out and crazy, sometimes I felt myself getting fatigued and needing to step away for 5 minutes just to gather my thoughts on all the craziness I just witnessed. And almost every time I felt like that, the movie slowed down a bit, just enough for me to regain my thoughts and prepare myself for the next high octane scene, and during which those scenes were still really interesting. It's excellently balanced and excellently acted. Sometimes it's more of a character piece than a story piece, and it's an action movie, man. It's crazy. Now, more or less, the main protagonist of this film is Charlize Theron's character Furiosa, as she's the one that ties everything together, and the character of Max just happens to be there, and that's not a bad thing. Max is a man of very few words. He conveys a lot of emotion through facial expressions and grunts, and Tom Hardy did an excellent job as Max, and as usual, because Tom Hardy is just the man. Nicholas Hoult is in this movie a whole lot more than I thought he was going to be, and that's not a bad thing, as he was great as well. This movie is just eye candy. The visuals are stunning, and the scope of this movie is just massive. That is thanks to this movie using primarily special effects rather than CGI. George Miller shows Hollywood that action movies can still be made / feel better with practical effects. I love this movie, and I could get into so much more about it, but because I didn't know too much going in, I suggest that you do the same. Just expect to have your socks blown off. Mad Max Fury Road gets a 9.5 out of 10. Definitely one of my favorite movies of this year. Alright guys, this has been your favorite Critic 26. I hope you liked this review. I don't know what my next review will be of. I want to say it will be Alice in Wonderland, the live action movie. I'm not completely sure right now. And this is just a heads up, my reviews will they won't be as frequent as they are right now because I go back to school tomorrow. It's my last year of high school, so yay. Yeah, so just expect reviews to not be out every single day. I would say maybe 2 a week now, or once a week. So yeah, it's gonna slow down for a bit, but that's okay. I'll still be putting out reviews and not procrastinate and not film. I'm not too busy anymore. I'm not playing football this year, so just expect more reviews, just not as consistent as they were this summer. Alright guys, make sure to smack that like button if you enjoyed this review. Share it to your friends as well, just to help support my channel, and subscribe while you're at it. Alright guys, this has been your favorite Critic 26. See you next time.